Hello everyone. Hope you're all right today. It's Grammy. Let me see if I can show you the collars on Twiggy and Sophie. Frank won't let me get his collar on. He doesn't like them. He don't want it. He growls. He struggles to get away from him. So Frank doesn't have a collar on. But here's Twiggy and Sophie. Show me your collar, Twiggy. Your pretty little collar, yes. And then Sophie. Sophie has her collar on. She's the diva. Yes. Isn't that right, Sophie? Isn't that right, Sophie? It's a beautiful day today. I'm fixing to go over to my friend's house in just a minute because we have all our flea market stuff in her vehicle, so we have to unload it into her shed. We rested yesterday. I've got things I need to do around here. I've got half of my dishes washed, and I've still got winter clothes I'm working on putting up. I made some chocolate and vanilla pudding this morning while I was making my breakfast, which I had a boiled egg and a biscuit with butter, and that was good. What I want to talk about this morning is Melania Trump. You know, she's been hid for some time, but of course she's out there now because of her book that she's promoting, and that's to make some money. She's a strange character, but would we expect any different, being that she is the wife of Donald Trump? I've talked about her before in my videos, so I just, now that she's back out in the public eye with this book, I'm starting to think about her again more. Oh, there's Twiggy. He's followed me out here. It's usually Frank, which I hadn't seen him for a little while, so he's probably hunting. Back to Malania. And I said I've talked about her on other videos of mine, and that's true because I have, contemplated about her and tried to figure out just exactly what her objective is. So I'm just going to give you a few of my little viewpoints on it. As we all should know, Melania came over here by a man that brought European ladies over here to in New York, to a club called the Kit Kat Club. And at this club, they met wealthy businessmen. And that's where Melania met Trump. And what I've been thinking about is Melania wasn't raised here in America. She doesn't understand how our system goes. She was from Czechoslovakia. So, and you would think, that she would have to learn all about our government and everything in order to become a citizen. But she herself has said, when she's talked to people that were trying to become citizens, that she was helped by Donald Trump because he had money to hire lawyers. So she was helped to become a citizen, which the average person doesn't have that kind of help from a wealthy man who wants to be in favor of this, what a lot of people would say, a beautiful woman who considers herself a model. And I believe she considers herself as being very artistic, which I wouldn't dispute either one at that time or now or whatever. But anyway, she's talking on interviews now about how she is definitely for a woman's right to make decisions over her own body. And she is questioned about, well, what about her husband's policies? And what she says is that Donald has told her she's free to say and think what she wants. And so that's what she is trying to do. But I don't believe that she loves her husband. There are people say she hates him. Well, that's probably true. But she, at one point, I believe, convinced herself that she loved Donald Trump. He was helping her. He was showing her a lot of love and affection and helping her financially to be established here in America. And that was all new to her. And she just, and we say Melania is a lot like Donald, so in that sense, she needed that money. I mean, she didn't know how to actually get out here and learn how to earn that money herself that she needed. So anyway, she falls in love with Donald Trump, or thinks she's in love with him, and then she has the baby, and then he decides to run for president, which I don't believe she wanted him to do, but he lets her be free to think and choose as she pleases, so she feels like she has to let him be free to choose and think and do the things he wishes to do. So they worked out whatever kind of agreement they worked out. But I don't believe she really wanted to be First Lady. She just got manipulated through a lot of things. That's how I see it. And I'm not taking up for her. I'm not taking up for her at all. I don't understand how she doesn't see what is going on. But again, it just all boils down to she doesn't really care about this country. She cares about herself. And that's where her and Mr. Dump are very much alike. So whenever she says whatever she says, it's all about Malania. And her book, making money, her jewelry, whatever it is that she's grifting to make money for Melania, just as her husband Donald does for himself. So that's what I've had on my mind about Melania, and like I say, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking up for it all. And it's just a shame that there are a lot of men and women that think like Donald and Melania. If they didn't, they wouldn't be following him. And they wouldn't be going to vote for him. I think Melania realizes that she's just a showpiece for Trump. And at his age, he knows he He can't get anybody else. He better hang on to her the best he can. And she doesn't know how to make it on her own out here in this great United States of America. So she's got to hang on to Donald Trump. Plus, Barron's got to get his share of whatever Donald has, if he can hang on to any of it. Anyway, like I said, I've got to go down to my friend's house. I'm going to be a little late getting down there. And then I've got to go to town and get some cat food and some few little extra things. And come back here and piddle around the house. It just gets very discouraging to think about all the people that have bought into their manipulation and their lies. And we all keep talking about Project 2025. And I don't know how anybody could check into Project 2025 and read what they want to do. How anybody could go along with that. I just, it's beyond anything. So, me at the age I am now, just like somebody said, I guess it was the person that put that letter in the paper that said at 88, anything that happens is not going to really affect their lifestyle. Well, that's kind of how I feel also. But as that person in the letter said, but they do have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Well, I do too. And I love this country. I've always loved this country. I love what's been established over all these years. And I've always appreciated learning about history of our country and how people have fought to keep this country free and how it's set up. And I don't want it to be like other countries that have dictators or kings. So, I'm going to get up and move on back out to the house. Just really wanted to talk about that. And my feelings on it is I wish that she would, Melania, because that's what the gist of my conversation was today. I wish she would grow a backbone, like I said in one of my videos, and divorce that man. Barron's grown now. He can go to school and make his own way, and she needs to just divorce Donald and go out and see if she can't make it on her own with her artistic talent and her beauty or whatever, because we can all see that there's no love there. There's really no love there. And it's sad when you think about the people that follow them. Do they have love in their marriages? Or are they just kind of playing the same kind of game, just on a different level? I don't know. I wonder if Twiggy is following me. Twiggy, come on. Come on, Twiggy. Let's go back to the house. Come on, Twiggy. Let's go. Come on. There's Frank. And Twiggy's going to run up to Frank. Better enjoy these pretty days while they last, boys. Won't be too many of them left. So everyone have a good day, and I'll check in with you soon again. Just trying to get things straight in my head about all this. And vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and all the Democrats down the ticket. And let's save our democracy. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Give me a thumbs up on my videos. Comment. Let me know what you're thinking. And I'll keep just doing these videos. Because it's the one thing I'm enjoying trying to do. So, everybody have a wonderful day. Bye, Grammy.